Man, I think there's going to be some pissed off folks tonight. I guess they just going to have to wait and see. Definitely going to have to wait and see, but I can feel this audience is going to be enraged here shortly.
Yep, because we're about to boot Mark. What the hell are you doing? Get out of here. ST boot Mark. Get him out of here.
Hold on, let me get him.
He can't be doing this kind of stuff during a live show.
Let me put him out of here. Okay, he is gone. So
there you go.
If y'all are expecting to see Mark, well, you ain't gonna see him right now. I don't know. Why don't we just sit here again tonight and just chit chat? Well, you ain't got to see our faces. It's
here
not like
with the podcast style.
It ain't like we got like a whole lot of shit to show you, but anyway, I guess we do have a little bit. But let's get this shit rolling. For the smoothest transition in the vape show game, here we go. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? You don't see him, do you? No, you don't.
I can't see what you're talking about.
I can't see much of shit other after I fix his shit. So, if you notice that I might be talking maybe even just a few more decibels down, my sinuses have been on the fritz today, so I'm probably going to be like a little bitch on there anyway for at least an hour. Anyway, all good. What is going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number. Ooh, I shouldn't have did that right there because, man, this is sad. I can't even remember the numbers on this shit.
Oh, 295.
295. There we go. 295. We're almost at that 300 mark. Man, I hope we get there. Folks are dropping off like dead flies out of this damn show and hell off the channel. I think I've lost about 10,000 subscribers within the past 10 minutes.
Yep.
And I ain't even got that many. So, that shit's pretty crazy. But anyway, before y'all get all crazy and shit, Mark's running a few minutes late. He will be here. So y'all don't have a damn seizure or anything like that.
He's at the Chinese buffet.
He is. He's trying to get his food down real quick. But he will be here shortly. So we're going to open this one up with Mike and his magnificent buffet.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. ST, there's a problem.
What is the problem?
My OCD is killing me right now.
How is all right?
Because your logo is like not in the center.
I know, but what's going to happen is as soon as Mark comes in, it's going to be like on my wall.
Oh, that's the wall symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. All right. That explains everything, Big Daddy. Thank you. All right. What am I vaping on tonight? I'm vaping on the GAR with the intake dual. We got some of the world famous Joe Mother Effin Turner raspberry custard inside that. Also vaping on the Boxer 21700, and I got the Cyber RTA. We got some ATL in the house in that one. Also vaping on the new Geek Vape Obelisk 120 FC. FC is fast charging with the Zeus or the Z tank, whatever you want to call it, from Geek Vape. Inside that, we got some Taffy Splash Blue Raz. And what else are you vaping on, Mike? We got some Clutch X18 action with the Rebirth. And in there, we have some Decked. And a little of this action, too, here. Been enjoying this one.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. The Weenax K1. Talk to us, Big Daddy.
You know what? Honestly, the Weenax has taken over for me. I have not, even though I haven't had it for just an extremely long time, I have not picked up any other pod since I've gotten this. The airflow little setup on this deal, the way they designed everything, This is the most perfect one out there so far, folks. I'm telling you. And you know where to get them. Brad's Vapor. Go check them out.
My man, Brad.
Yep. Also, there it is, folks. I know y'all love it in the gray right there in the minimalistic pattern there. Not a whole lot going on, but when you don't have a whole lot going on, I think that's what makes this one so damn tight looking. But it is my MTL device. You see, I've got the intake sitting on top of there. Juices, rocking some of that decked and some of that strawberry cornbread motherfucking pudding. So there you go, folks. Man, I'm going to open this up just like this. Oh, somebody I think was just asking about this. Yes, it did just come, but no, I have not done anything with it yet. So, yes,
Did that just say the Asgaro?
Asgaro Mini. It is
The
a
Asgaro Man, yeah.
it is a it's a version off the Asgard, but so
are we talking about what's being released by a certain company? Or no? Do you know about it?
I don't know about it yet. Well, I might, but I just don't know. Do we want to open it up with that? Or do we want to hold off a minute?
People in chat, raise your hands if you guys saw the drop version 1.5 by DigiFlavor on Instagram.
Oh, man.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did see it. And I've seen a lot of people making a lot of comments about it. But you are the perfect person to clear up the things that are going on with that.
So basically, to make a long story short, I heard that Brian and Heathen have opened up shop together. That's just a joke. Relax. That's just a joke. So anyway, yeah, they had contacted Brian a while ago about it, and Brian didn't want nothing to do with it. He says, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want to design one, nothing. I'm not in the capable right now. You guys know, when was it? How many months now has Brian been away? He wasn't in the right state of mind. But they said they wanted to proceed. So Brian gave them blessings. Says, go ahead. I have no problem. You could use the name, whatever. I'm done with product making, whatever. So this has nothing to do with Brian. There is nothing on a sneak with Brian and nothing like that.
There you go.
There you go.
So now you know officially, because I know there's probably been a lot of folks out there going, oh no, it's Brian. Brian's doing something behind the scenes, but
no way.
Not his. But it is still kind of like,
first of all, Brian would have never done the same exact build deck.
No.
That's not Brian. No way. It would have been something different with it.
And something that kind of like upsets me a little bit about it. I mean, Brian put everything into that RDA, and it showed. Everybody loved that RDA. So the one thing that kind of pisses me off is that they're showing it as the drop on there. And it's just like all they did was just use the original drop name and not really.
All they did was make a different top cap. That's all it is.
Yeah. And it kind of like, I've got mixed feelings about it. I mean, yes, it is a product that people are going to enjoy. We know where the original came from, but it's still kind of like, if they didn't have Brian's blessings, even though he gave it to him, it should have been just like, you know what? If you don't want to deal with this or you don't want your name on it, we're just not going to do it.
No.
But that's me. I know there's other folks that probably feel different.
They're trying to capitalizing on the name of the product.
Exactly.
I'm sure there's people that don't watch these live shows that aren't on Facebook. They see the drop, they thinking automatically, this is his new version of the RDA.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to know that it's not his. But, I mean, it's not my job to go and try and inform the whole world. It's not his.
Exactly.
I don't know that one.
Oh, wow. She listening
All right. I never said your name, you crack whore. Anyway, yeah, it's not my job to do that, so whatever.
Yeah.
People are going to think what they want to think.
Yeah. All right. Not that I'm just like trying to like get through certain things, but folks, you know we're going to be all over the place. We've always been all over the place, but we're really going to be kind of all over the place this evening, at least with this little, I guess, segment. How many people out there yesterday afternoon caught the live feed of the gentleman that was actually at the grocery store in Colorado when the gunman was inside shooting? Because I happened to stumble across this, found the guy, started watching his feed, and actually kind of, I guess in electronical terms, rewinded it to the beginning while the feed was still going and freaked the hell out of what I was seeing on here. Well, I'm going to stop real quick because here he is. Now, and then Mike feels better because my logo's in a better spot. And then he walks the fuck off. Anyway, hold on. I'm not going to stop because he can come in after a while. So I don't know if any of y'all caught that or not, but this shit is crazy. This is the world we live in now, to where you can live stream and see the shit going on as it's going down with a minimal lag of what's happening between what there. Meaning that as that feeds live, there is just like a matter of maybe less than a minute of lag time to it. So that shit was crazy. There are literally people laying around deceased in the parking lot, at the entrance of the store, and the guy's still shooting, and this crazy son of a bitch is out here filming it. It is insane. Put the link as to, I tell you what, I will do it towards the end of the show because I'll have to go find it. To be honest, he's really the only one that had a feed like that. It's not hard to find. All the big news networks actually reposted or re-showed his footage. So whatever footage you see in that parking lot or right at the store, it's this one gentleman. He was the only one out there doing it. It's just because he happened to be there when the shit was going down and got a live feed up and going. So
it's doesn't shock me that well, actually it does shock me a little bit, but it really doesn't.
But hold on.
You know this shit's going down, and you grab your phone, and instead of calling 911,
Yeah.
you're like, I gotta make a live stream on YouTube.
You guys hear me or no?
Yes, we can.
Shut up.
There it is. It's like ZFG videography or something like that. This dude is getting hammered on his comments because, now I will say this. I looked at his numbers because I was just curious to see what this was going to do for him. Before he started this live stream, he's obviously been doing YouTube for a while. He had about 2,000 subscribers. Now he's up to 10,000. That video, when I saw it, had about 76,000 views. It is almost at either 700,000 to 800,000 views, and it'll be at 1 million no time flat.
Oh yeah, probably already at 1 million.
Because like I said, he is the only one that really had this footage. Now, here's why he's getting reamed out, which I fully agree to, because he did some shit that will literally piss you off. But while there are people laying around deceased without anybody knowing this shit, we just know that they're down on the ground. This gentleman is screaming on a live feed for other people to dial 911 when he could have very easily done it.
Like a minute earlier.
Yes. Now, needless to say, it's not like he was the only one around with a phone, but while he's screaming all this cockamamie bullshit, he wasn't doing his part at all. All he was there for was the views. He basically admits that this is the story of his life. He thinks he's a journalist because you're going to hear him say it about 1 million fucking times on there. On top of the police numerous times tells him to get his ass off that fucking parking lot. And all he can do is scream to him that he's a journalist. They can go to hell. Don't fuck with him.
How was he able to talk to the cops like that and they didn't like arrest him or anything?
Because
you can talk to him like that now?
Hold
Holy
But there's
Jesus.
another thing. You had an active shooter going on at the time. They weren't certain that everything had been done. So they really weren't like, even though he was talking shit to them, in their minds, he really wasn't a threat. And it was just like, whatever, dude. But I tell you what, if you watch this, and I don't say watch the whole thing because I think it's like 3 hours, something long, kind of just skip through it. You'll be ready to choke this son of a bitch out because he talks mad shit off in there while these motherfuckers are there trying to do a job, trying to save people. And I'm kind of like, you ain't got to worry about it though. If you look in the comments, I think there's at least right now 10,000 comments, and they're basically all dogging his ass. So,
Dude, by the end of the video, I wanted to strangle him.
yes, it was crazy shit. But I guess just what's crazier now, these are things that you would hear about, a matter of hours after something happening, or maybe a day after it's happened, when the news could finally catch up and give you somewhat of the information. Now we're live streaming when this shit is actually going down. That's how
he wasn't
crazy.
The only dude. Look how many people had their phones out there. There's like 3 or 4 dudes.
Yes, but
right in the doorway with the phone.
The crucial beginning.
Yes, but when that son of a bitch stepped inside the store with the dude deceased on the ground,
yep,
and you can hear gunshots going off in the background, that's crazy shit.
I'm not gonna hate the guy because I would probably do the same thing, just because I don't know.
Oh,
and I would assume that probably 10 other people probably already called 911 already, so there's probably no need for me to call. I might as well get video.
You know what? The last thing would have popped in my head if I was there was to live stream that. You crazy? I would have at least called the cops in my car and fucking took off. You don't know what's going on over there. There could be fucking 5-10 shooters there just massacring everyone.
Exactly, because
you want to sit there in a parking lot with your camera trying to record it.
Yeah,
I would.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna see you with recording with your camera. Oh, we'll leave this guy so he could document it.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, I've seen his video clips on a bunch of news stations. Does he get paid for those? For them using that or no?
Hold on. So in one part, let me say this real quick. Jonathan what am I about to say? Jonathan, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you very much there, sir. Let me say this real quick. This dude, after things had kind of died down just a little bit, and there's people standing all around, this dude made his way all over the place. But CNN happens to see him standing there off the side of the road, and they walk up to him while he's still live streaming. And the dude says, "Oh man, I see that you're really the only one that's been able to live stream this." He said, "I'm such and such," and you can even see him hold his credentials out saying that he's CNN. He says, "Can we use your footage from this?" And the dude says, "Hell yeah," or whatever. He says, "You can." He said, "Just make sure you show my name and my YouTube channel on there." Well, hold on. But the dude walks off. Well, this guy, now remember, he's live streaming this. So he tells his audience, which at that point in time, the dude had like 12 or 13,000 people in there watching. He sat there and said, "All right, so I'm not a fucking sellout. There you go. I just told them I wanted my name used on there." I would almost bet that this dude was probably running around when he wasn't live streaming going, "Look, for X amount of dollars, you could use my footage."
He's obviously a little bit slow. Like
he is that.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him, definitely.
Yeah.
I was watching, there was a news clip in that last night on the news, and they showed the part, from this is of him getting pushed out then by the cops, the female cop that was going off on him.
Yeah.
Pushing him out. I was like, there he is. That's the dude.
Yes. Crazy. Now, again, if you watch this, you're going to see that he encounters many of different law enforcement agencies just being on that parking lot, anywhere from SWAT to local police. I mean, everybody that walks past him, and he's hunkered down by a car, but he's pretty close. They're constantly walking by telling him to get the fuck off the parking lot. And first thing he does, "I'm a journalist. I've got the right to be here." I'm like, if you say that one more time, I hope they pick you up and throw you in that store and just let you deal with the consequences. But anyway,
I was shocked the way he was talking to those cops, and he didn't get his
it's
ass
crazy.
cuffed and thrown in the car or something.
It is crazy. Now, one thing I can see now where this world's going to, it's been there for a long time, but if you watch this footage from this guy and some of the other news footage, did you notice something else they implemented pretty hard? Dude, they had drones in there all over the place.
Oh, yeah, I saw the drones.
Yes. So they're pushing drones in there to look at this shit now.
And at one point, he's yelling, I don't know if you guys can hear me with the drones. Fly the drone inside the
yes. But
didn't they like have weren't there just like too many people on the scene? Like they had the army there too, right?
No. They just had different agencies from all the surrounding like counties and stuff and cities. Because at first, and this is just to my understanding, they didn't know how many active shooters they were actually dealing with inside this place. They didn't know it was just one. I've never seen
so many cop cars.
Dude, there was a lot of
it was crazy.
There was a lot.
I'll tell you something though. If you're planning on robbing a bank, that was the perfect day to do it.
Oh yeah.
All the cops were there.
Yes. It was crazy, man. But dude, but 10 people perished in that right there. I mean, my prayers go out to their families and stuff like that, but that was a crazy situation. I mean, a cop even lost his life in that situation trying to help others in there.
Did they release anything about the shooter or no?
Yeah, he's 21 and he has got, it sounds like, I hate to get into this shit, but it sounds like he's got like a overseas name. So,
shit.
So I don't know where this is going to lead to. And then I've also heard that he didn't live far from that store. Why he did what he did, I don't think anybody really knows yet. But what was pretty crazy about it is when they brought that dude out, he was only in his boxers. And apparently from what I've heard, they shot him in the leg. That's why his leg was covered in blood. But
I think he was the reason why he was in boxers, because I don't know if you realized they were saying was he was dressed up with what do you call it?
Oh, he was decked out.
Bulletproof vest. He had like a whole getup on.
I hadn't heard
assault getup on. So I guess they stripped him down. After they got hold, just to make sure he had no weapons inside him, whatever. So they just stripped him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought he stripped down so that way he could dress like a civilian and kind of blend in as if he wasn't the shooter.
Nah, his bleeding on it. I think they stripped him down and they made him walk outside that way on purpose. Because they could have easily fucking took him out. He killed the cop.
Dude.
They could have easily popped him in the head.
What was pretty crazy about that? What was real crazy about that? Apparently there was a pharmacy in this place where they were doing the COVID vaccine in there. If you realized when they named off the people that perished, a lot of them were elderly, and a lot of these people were in there getting their damn vaccine, getting their shot. And this guy took them out. So his
name was Ahmed Ali Al-Assa.
They just
Patrick King saying that now Biden's got the ammo to ban ARs. I still don't get that. What is it with the banning guns thing? I mean,
this happens every time there's a mass shooting.
But it wasn't the gun's fault. It was the guy's fault. What if this guy jumped in a car and started running over people? Are we banning cars now?
No, we'll never do that. The thing is, and he's even trying to put an executive order in. I could be wrong. This could finally be the straw that broke the camel's back on this shit. But most of the time when shit like this happens, you get a lot of the people that are hardcore against guns that start the shit up. But he's trying to get an executive order to shut this shit down. So
wasn't there just like a killing at a massage parlor?
Yes. Now that was in Atlanta. So there was
a shooting, right? Or was it like a stabbing?
No, it was a shooting. The one gentleman shot up a few of them. And, that was kind of like, so they were saying that he stated that those were like sexual crimes. I haven't read a whole lot about it. I've just kind of like skimmed through that a little bit. But you know, a lot of folks are saying that that was actual hate crimes against Asians because that's all he killed. So, um, I don't know, man.
It all. If it ain't white on white or black on black, it's a racist crime. The guy was what, white? They're Asian, so it's racist.
It's crazy shit going on out there. So, but Mark, you want to explain why you're late, or you just want to leave it like that?
Oh, I had my sinuses have been really screwed up the past couple months. So I went to I don't know what the hell you call a nose doctor.
Dan,
I had a follow-up appointment, so I got to get surgery done on my nose.
really? Are you going to do it?
I don't know. Like I would probably breathe a lot easier if I got it done, but I don't feel like going under the knife again.
My cousin had a surgery done like that.
Yeah, it took me like a year just to get my gallbladder removed.
Your face will be all swollen. You look like you have a black eye after you're done.
Yeah, I'm not really too. I don't know. So I'm gonna wait a few weeks and think about it.
I mean, why don't you just go piss somebody off and just take a hard hit between the eyes with something? Maybe that will clear things up.
I was gonna shove pen tubes up my nose. That would open things up.
Dude, I could, because my sinuses have been acting up since this morning, but it's just because it's that time of the year with the weather change and all that shit. My shit's been draining like a faucet all day, but
yeah, apparently my shit's like closed up. Yeah. And he gave me steroids last month and they really didn't do much. So
yeah, you're going to get a bunch of comments. Sounds like issues from doing a lot of blow. Well, Mark was the blow king, but it really wasn't because of the drugs. I mean, he was just blowing dudes, but.
Yep.
It's when I started snorting meth. That's when it started happening. It wasn't the cocaine.
Oh, but I can say this, though. I think I mentioned it Sunday night, but hell, we're on my show tonight. So I've had a few people reach out for reviews still. I don't anticipate much more than the reach out, but anything going on with you two? Like anything crazy, or is it just like completely dropped off? What's going on?
I got a few, like 2 emails or something. And I mean, even UL said they're sending something. But I don't know if they just either they don't know about it or they have other ways to do it, or I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't been getting nothing, no emails.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten anything, but they claim they're sending stuff. So I guess we'll see, right?
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm thinking that there has been on several occasions over the past couple of years that it seems like everybody and their mama knows about certain news, but you let the China companies reach out to you and they ask you something and it's like, have you not heard what's going on? And they're like completely clueless. It's like,
I don't even bother telling them.
It's like, where have you been? Do you not know what's going on here? But I know a lot of times it would be stuff that's like news in the US, but the US is a pretty big, distributor of a lot of their products. So you would think that, they'd have some of this news, but I haven't said a word. I haven't said anything about like, well, what's going on with the shipping stuff and what's this? I've just, if you're going to ship it. That's all I'm going to say. If it never gets here, it never gets here, because I'm not going to sit here and try to wonder who's right and who's wrong with all this shit. So
yeah, they all know and they have their ways. The products are going to get here, no problem.
Yeah.
I don't know about no problem, but they will get here.
So, what's going on, Mr. Shake? Signature tips out there in the chat. What's happening, brother? But I don't know. I just don't know. We're still in that. Well, this is like what? Isn't it the official date is the 26th that apparently DHL kicks in?
3 more days.
So,
yep.
And
I think it's the 27th. I don't know if 27th is the last day or it begins on the 27th. Either way, for me, it's going to be at my site, a couple of more days.
Yes. It's again, it's one of those things that I know that's happening, but it's kind of sad each day I've gotten this email because I just got it a little while ago and it shows 5 days left to hit that juice. And I'm kind of like, man, I still just don't believe that it's rolling out, but that's what's going on in this world, man.
Oh, he forgot to change it. It said 5 days.
Yeah, mine said 5 days.
Yeah, he slacked off. He was supposed to change it from 5 to 3.
Oh shit. But I don't know yet.
Reefer.
Dan Carey, yes, that's where you'll be able to get it from.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Celebrate. Get to the music.
I'm at a point now that I'm about to lose my shit. I think we should be because I don't know.
Boy, I think we're good now.
Yep, it says you're good. You're good. All right, there you go.
I don't know. I don't have a clue, and I'm at this point again in my life. I don't give a damn.
I actually did pull my pants down, Fog Dog. You missed it.
Yep, you did miss it. You know, if I wasn't doing some crazy shit on here, it just wouldn't be me. I mean, what's the point?
Maybe it's the man trying to pull the show because we're talking about what happened.
I think it is. We were sitting here talking about that shit earlier and they got in on it. So
government, folks.
Yep, they heard me say to ban cars.
Come and get us.
There it is. So what was we talking about? We was talking about, oh, well, we can't talk about that on camera because these folks would be pissed off if they knew that about Mark. So I guess we better leave that one alone.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
But yes, Terry, I need your help. I need you to send that $1,400 stimulus check that you're not going to use, obviously. I'll use it on my shit.
Yeah, I think if anyone needs a new computer, it's Terry.
Yeah, Terry, I will say that I'm not in the best place in this world because I'm just lazy and don't go out and do it, but Terry really needs some help with this shit.
Terry's shit is so old that he said his speakers are actually built into the tower of the computer. That's some like 1980s shit right there.
I don't even think I've seen one with speakers built in the fucking tower. So I don't know. Oh, but
hey, Terry's giving it to me. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah. So the vaping world is in disbelief. We don't know what the hell's going to happen. I don't think we will know what's going to happen. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Christopher Murdoch. Got some of that California money. He said, damn it, boys. Why is Mike the only one to host fault-free lives?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have problems.
Well, actually, you do at times, but I will say this.
Notch. I have top-notch internet, and I'm running right there a top-notch PC.
I was going to just say that is because Mike doesn't host lives.
Thank you. But when I do go live, that shit is crystal.
It is that. I will give it to Mike. I will not be a hater on that shit. Mike does have some damn good live feeds going on there. So
Omar says that I hate him. Omar, I don't hate you, man. I just don't understand you. Sorry. I don't understand what you ask me all the time.
Why would you say
I do not hate you, Omar?
Yeah, ain't nobody hating anybody on there.
Yeah, well, why do I hate you? Did you ask me something?
And
did I say something about him?
Not that I know of.
Omar, you should have heard the shit Mike was talking about you before the show. Woo-wee.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to stick up for you, but
every day, I talk shit about Omar. I was actually talking shit to Omar, to my wife. She looked at me like, who the hell is Omar? I'm like, oh no. I'm just talking about some dude named Omar.
Puff Donnie.
The thing is, I don't think he understands sense of humor. So that was just jokes right there, Omar. Just joking.
Puff Donnie thinks that Mark has the best internet. That is not correct.
It's that trailer park internet, man.
It is not correct. Mark has his days of his shit fucking up. So, So I could say this right here. I could literally say this right here. I'm not an arm's length reach of one, even though I see it perfectly over there. But if I had this one dual boxer, I've got this one and maybe one other one that could be coming along, and a few little atomizers. I'm good. I'm good. That shows you where I'm at with my shit. Oh, and if I had like a box full of these and like a crate full of these pods, I could probably end my vaping career out. Thank you for the donation there, Chad Smith, even though you didn't want to say anything, but thank you very much.
If that's all you need, then what's all this stuff on the shelf behind you?
You know what?
Are you giving that away?
Not giving it away, but I'm just saying if I was down to stuff. What about you? You got a whole shelf full of shit. What are you going to do there?
I'm waiting till shit gets really hard to get, and I'm going to start charging like extreme amounts of money for the mods behind me.
You're fucked up, man.
Like $200 smoke mods and shit.
Glenn, I only hate you, Glenn. Only you. Robert Saylor, email me, hitthatjuice@gmail.com.
Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Dakota Simon. He says, buy some ammo, ST. With current ammo prices, this should be enough to get you about 5 rounds. I don't even know if that would get me 5 rounds with the way things are going. I will say this, though, because I know this for a fact. Because of what did happen yesterday, and on top of we're still living post, even though it's still around, but I'm just kind of saying post-pandemic, because the pandemic's kind of like quieting down somewhat. That's put a major wrench in the gun buying and ammo world right now. It is hard to find. It's been hard to find things. But because of what just happened yesterday and what they're trying to get done, if y'all can find certain ammo that you're looking for, you better be buying that shit up, because it's going to be gone off the shelves and you won't see it around for a long time. So it's like everything. You better be getting your damn juice right now. If you don't think you're going to be able to get it here in the next week or two, you better be getting your ammo ready too. Because when the police show up, well, I better not say that. But anyway, just have your shit ready.
They're talking about getting rid of, what was it, semi-automatic or some shit like that?
No, they're trying to get rid of assault rifles, which...
So an assault rifle, that's no big deal, right? Like, what the hell do you need an assault rifle for?
It's just a regular rifle, man.
I'm not.
They're using these words because they don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we could do a whole other show on this one.
Yeah, that's a whole different. Yeah.
See, I think if you live like in Chicago where you usually don't have guns, it's no big deal. But for someone like ST, where it's like guns are everywhere, it's a whole big deal.
Yeah.
So I think it really depends on where you live.
It is a very big part of your demographics where you live at. So we got Ginger in the chat. He says, after the PACT Act, we will only take ammo for boxers. That is a good move on your part there, Ginger. That is a damn good move on your part. Because ammo will be like fucking gold out there. So it already is, but it'll even be like more. So
See, I don't need a gun. I just sleep with my knife next to me on my bed. So if anybody comes in, I just fling the knife at him.
Use a knife. Mark just needs to fart.
Dude, I'm a knife thrower. I can throw a knife.
Run away to that stench.
Why don't you give it a shot right now? You've probably got some empty spot on your wall. Why don't you pull a knife out? Let's see when
I want to show off.
Oh, you don't want to show off? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to show off. Get people jealous. I've watched a lot of Steven Seagal movies, so I know how to throw a knife.
Yeah. It's crazy shit going on out there, but you know, a lot of times people will sit around and wait to see what's going to happen. You need to be one of those people in certain situations. You need to be jumping on stuff.
Sure, it's got mace. There you go.
Thank you for the donation there, Chad Smith. He says, I need a 21-700 mech. I'm sure Mike has extra clutches.
All you got to do is go on signaturetips.com, and he's got plenty of clutches there.
I thought you had a whole box of them under your desk.
Oh, yeah. I sleep with them. I use them as weapons.
Yes.
I clutch people with them.
The clutches are Mike's weapons. He will not give those up right there. Mark, you probably got some in your stable, don't you?
I have one. My ultra rare limited edition multicolored.
That you never use?
I'm saving it for a rainy day.
Oh, okay. There we go. Well, at least you still got it. At least it's not in the trash somewhere. So
That is a good point.
I need a new Caliburn pod. My auto fire and the pod melted around the coil. I took it apart, but now a coil won't fit. No one has them in stock.
Oh, Ricky, you should have told me. You just placed an order the other day. I would have given you something. I got these here. Those Sigelli clones.
Oh, damn.
That do Caliburn pods and all that.
Yep.
I wish I would have known. I would have thrown it in your package.
Oh, I can tell you someone that's got them in stock, Ricky. Look up Phenom Vapes. He's got a few cases in stock.
He cornered the market on those.
Yes, he did. That's why they're hard to find right now. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Viking Vapor. We got some of that North Korean money. He says, Jenna RDA for $120 worth it, question mark. I don't know. I've never tried one, so I don't know what to, well, Mike's tried it. Or have you?
Is it worth it? That's for anything. It's up to you if it's worth it for you to spend money on an RDA for that price. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you rob a store if no one had a gun or every customer had a gun? What?
Well, it's fireball time. It's evening.
You know, it's basically like hey, ST, that new knife you just got, was it worth that money you spent for it?
Goddamn right it was.
And high priced. So
It's worth as much as someone is willing to pay.
now, before you bought the knife, did you think that price, it was worth getting that knife for that price?
Yeah, I did, because
Obviously you pulled the trigger on it, right?
yeah.
You bought it and you knew what the price was. It wasn't a surprise price.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that goes with everything else. That goes with whatever you buy.
Yeah.
At least it's something. I mean, I don't know if it's good or not, but I think it might be something that if you don't like it, at least you could sell it back to somebody for $120.
The Jenna RDA vape's great.
No.
It's just that, do you want to spend that money? That's your decision. It's coming out of your pocket. You know, that's it's a different story. If the RDA was horrid and was garbage, then I could tell you, oh no, you know what? It's not worth it because it doesn't vape good. But it vapes good. But now it's you decide whether you want to spend that money or not. I can't.
Ricky, if you give me that 120, I'll actually send you a bulk. And I'll sign it too.
Glenn Watson says Jay says $1,200. $1,200 for what? I can say this: if we're talking about an atomizer for $1,200, I don't care how good it vapes. I will.
No, I wouldn't.
That's pushing the limit for me.
$1,200.
Yeah. But I will say this, from postings that I've seen, I've heard, I don't think I've really heard people saying, oh my God, it's horrible. Most people I've heard say something says it's pretty good, but David says it's worth 4 times than that.
I mean, the thing is, like, for the past year or two, the Chinese atomizers have gotten so good that the high price stuff really is just, you're just buying it for, I don't know, just to have it as like a, you know.
Well, that goes with a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at this. You could buy, like, I'll bring up the knife again. You know how much ST paid for that knife.
Mm-hmm.
You could have bought a knife off from Walmart, for example, or whatever. That's a $10 knife. They both do the same thing, right? They're knives. It's what you're willing to pay for. It's not what it comes down to is that knife is hard to get. If it's
Well,
something hard to get, it makes you want it, and you're gonna pay.
well, the build
That
quality
goes
is
with the RDA.
the build quality is better on that too. So,
Yeah.
again, thank you for the donation there, Mr. Viking Vapor. He says, I want to pull the trigger on it and can afford it. Well, then I would say do it.
I would say if you have to ask somebody else, it's probably not a good idea you get it.
What, for
I always-
$120 the RDA?
I always like learned that if I have to
It's
ask
worth-
people
I
about my
think-
purchase, I usually don't want it.
120, yeah, but 1200, I think that's a little bit too much
Oh
money.
yeah,
1200 no.
Dude,
I don't know which number is the number now, 120 or 1200.
I'd
Dude.
smack you if you paid 1200 for an atomizer.
all three of us have got this, and all three of us paid more than that. So, I mean,
Oh no, I paid 80 for it. Thank you.
well, me and Mike, let me rephrase that. Me and Mike, we paid more than that for this. And then I've even paid more for this when I bought that damn Skatua. See, that's the good thing about an investment like this. I've already had, I don't want to say a shitload, but I've had quite a few people hit me up in private message, even asking in chat, are you ready to sell that GT4? And I guarantee I could sell it damn near for the price that I bought it because somebody wants it.
How about this? I paid over what I pay? Like over $300 for this thing here.
Yep.
Axis. This is the DNA 200 stab wood. Gorgeous, right?
That's the good thing about certain
It's available.
products. The resale value is always really good. If you get like a Chinese atomizer, let's say like a BTFC, you try to resell that, you'd be lucky to get $5 for it.
Yeah.
So
Ju-
at least you'll get your money back. If you don't
Prime example. Let me read this donation real quick. Thank you for the donation there, Zaddy. He says Mark is $4.99, good for a package of Oscar Mayer bologna. Is it worth it?
Is it the beef Oscar Mayer or the shitty like chicken turkey? Yeah, if it's beef, yes.
Thank you for the donation there, Eric Miller. He says, Mike and ST, can you say I'm Batman in Batman voice for me?
Please don't do that.
Love the channels.
Please don't.
I'm Batman.
Oh my god, that is so annoying.
I'm Batman.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that.
I will say this. I think out of all vaping products, and this is in my opinion, I know there's probably a bunch of folks going to write shit. The one product that you can buy that you can resell and probably resell it for a whole lot more than what you actually paid for it.
Here it comes.
Billet box.
I knew it.
All day long. Everybody wants one, but they can't get their hands on it. And if you got one and you don't even like it or you don't want it anymore, it can probably have scratches on it. You can probably still get the damn thing for what you originally paid for it. So,
And if you got it as a gift, I mean, you pretty much getting like 100%
yep.
profit on it.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, BK, by the way.
We know some folks that have done that, at least one, but anyway. Thank you for the donation there, Richie Drums. He says, I paid $169 for the tripod and hated it. That's an RTA, and I've heard mixed things about the tripod, so I couldn't speak on that one, but
Yeah, but
if
see, weren't you able to sell it for the same price or no?
exactly, that was going to be my next question. Or are you still holding on to it? Because I almost bet that you could probably say, hey, I got one for this price. It's good to go. You probably damn near, you could probably get all your money back.
Zaddy got one.
Oh, there you go. Oh, he finally got him a billet box. Well, there you go. Did you get it off the site or did you just purchase it from someone else? Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Viking Vapor. He says, the Jenna RDA I'm considering is $120, Mike. Reason I'm asking is because I've never tried it, but Mike has. If it wasn't good, I wasn't going to get it.
No, it's a good RDA. I mean, I did a review on it. I think it's a good RDA. I think I busted Jay's balls in that RDA too. Was it that one or was it the other one? I don't remember. But anyway, it's a good RDA. I actually like the Jenna better than the what was the first one? The 747? What was it called again?
454.
No,
Oh, the 502, wasn't it?
502.
Or 501, 502. Well, yeah, I think it was 502. So I
Oh, he got it from the website.
Did you say RTA or RDA? Because it looks like you've said both.
RDA for 120.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if it's like, I mean, obviously you'd want to hear from some people to see if they've liked it or not. But if your gut's telling you to do it, man, just do it. Yep. I mean, if you got the funds to do it.
Here we go.
That PK's about to get in that ass.
Yeah, Patrick, you're right. See, Patrick says buy it and try it. You can always flip it for 300.
Yep. Or even more. I know. Isn't that sad, Puff Donnie? He says Mark is one of his patrons. 454 was first. Oh, that was his first one he did?
The 502 was the first.
Okay.
Kim is asking, Mike Vapes, can't companies do what they want with names if creator don't copyright names? I think Kim is like way behind in commenting.
Gotcha.
I think at the part where I talked about in the beginning of this stream, I talked about the new drop version 1.5.
I gotcha.
Out of respect, they asked Brian. So they respected him, and which is nice. They didn't just go and do it without getting, at least asking. So
thank you for the donation there, Richie Drums. He says, like a dope, I tried to smash it and threw it away.
What do you smash and throw away?
God damn it. He's going to make me go back and read his other comment to remember what he was talking about now. Hold on.
The Vapist, you got to go on that website. He's out of South Africa. Oh my God, my mind just went blank. Somebody in chat knows what it is. What was?
I forget what Mark knows who that is.
Yeah, what's the guy's website again?
Bearded Vapor.
Website. I know it's Brent. Huh?
Isn't it Bearded Vapor?
Viking
Vapor.
Viking. No, wait a minute.
No,
Viking
it's Bearded
Customs. Is it Viking Customs?
I thought it was like Bearded Vapor.
Bearded, Bearded Viking Customs. I think that's what it is.
And we're just all throwing shit.
He paid $169 for the tripod.
Wow. Oh, okay. He smashed it.
Wow.
Look at Ronnie drop a little money, knowing that Ronnie's holding on to all his shit for his billet box addiction. But he says the billet box scene is ridiculous. I've made
dollars.
He's saying dollars, but we know Ronnie. Ronnie's probably made like in the tens of thousands because Ronnie don't come off his prices at all on resale. Ronnie was in the.
I was Bearded Viking Customs. Do a search or add a .com to the end of it, and he's got them on that site.
Yeah, Ronnie sat in a room with us one night privately, getting rid of some stuff amongst friends.
When I was trying to buy that RDA,
and he was still had the price over retail for people in this room.
He was trying to rip us off on products. We're like, dude, we're boys. I was trying to buy a mech off him, and I'm like, all right, this mech goes for about $300. I tell him, all right, I'll give you $300. I said $250. He's like, no, I want at least $400. I'm like, what are you nuts? You got it for free.
Oh boy. That was a fun night right there. Ronnie didn't want to let any of that shit go.
Yep. You could see it. Ronnie was like, I'm going to sell all this stuff. And they were, all right, buddy, I'll start buying stuff off you. No. You know it's not for sale when you start overpricing it.
Hell yeah.
I love Ronnie. I miss Ronnie.
Yeah, that was funny. Man, I had a question I was going to answer for somebody, and now it's completely gone out of my damn head. So,
oh, you know what the mod was that I wanted to buy off him? I got the 21700 version here. This one here. This one I spent. What I paid for this? I paid like, I don't know, $350 maybe or something.
Yeah, you dropped some bank on that one.
Yeah. It's just gorgeous. This mech right here. So
Yeah.
anyway, this I forget what the hell is the P-Lock. It was by 2JMT. What the hell's the name of this? Tycoon. The Tycoon. Tycoon Tycoon. Anyway, he has, I don't know if he still has it, the 2700 version. I was trying to buy that off him. Thank God I didn't, because a week later, these went up for pre-order, the 21700 version. I was like, you know what? I'm getting that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. I realize that yes, I'm running over. Phil and all them are doing a show. I believe they got Matt on with them tonight. So we got a business meeting to knock out real quick. So we are going to do that right now. If you would like to join this business meeting, you need to be at least 21 years of age and be a U.S. resident. And as always, Mr. Brad's Vapor holds these business meetings. And at the time being, if there's anything you're looking for vaping wise, make sure you run over there like these. If you're looking for the Weenax, he's got them. Run over there and get you. Make sure you use coupon code ST10. That will hook you up. Yes, I see them yo-yo-yos out there. And of course, you know what number we always roll with. And I know Mark has already found one. Take it away, Mark.
72. Here we go. You sons of bitches.
David.
We got a 69 and a 74.
Thank you for the donation there, David.
David, just because you donate doesn't mean you're going to win. 72. Winner is Daryl Roach, R-O-T-C-H. Roach.
Well, there you go.
Congratulations, Daryl.
Congratulations, Daryl. All you need to do is contact me at stvape72@gmail.com. You need to send me a photo ID with birth date and address, and we will get you squared up. We're done. This show has wrapped up. Don't forget Friday for, well, I don't know. Mark, are you doing something on Friday?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything's back to normal.
Everything's back to normal. And then comes Sunday. Ooh. Sunday could be interesting. I doubt it, but I just thought I'd say it. But and with all that being said, we will catch y'all again next Tuesday. Y'all make sure you run over there, see what's happening with Phil, Matt, and all them. Tell them we sent you over. We are out of here. Have a good rest of your week. And if you're feeling sick because of this weather, take some Claritin. Anyway, we're out of here. Smooth outro in effect.
Bye, babies.
Wow, my computer didn't freeze up doing an outro. Isn't that some shit? Let's see what I need to do here. Do